Okay, can you guys hear me? Post in the chat if you can hear me. Oops, a little. All right. I made a cool little thing, but it wasn't working in, I think I was like upside down, and I don't really know how to fix that on the fly real quick. So we're going to go ahead and just do it like this, and I will manage it a little bit later. Can you guys hear me? I hope so. Seems like the sound is on, yeah. Okay. I am going to do things, but I'm hoping that you guys can hear me. Hang on. Oh. Awesome. Awesome. So, today I am a little bit less organized, and I have good reason for that, because I took all my video on the thing that I wanted to talk about, but I'm having a hard time getting the video off of my phone. Usually any video that I do uploads to Google Photos, and now it hasn't, and I've been kind of waiting like all week for this to happen, but it hasn't. So I am going to talk a little bit about something I'm doing right now with my people, and we're building a journal together, and I don't know if anybody would want to know about it or whatever, but it's a challenge that I'm running. I usually charge $27 for those, but I'm running it for $9 this week, and you get to keep all the content forever. And I'm not ever going to offer that again for that. So if you get in now, you can get in for $9. So what we've done so far is we've made the cover, and we've made the inside pages, and I cut all of these with Cricut, but you don't have to. These can be cut just by hand if you don't have a Cricut. And yeah, so far we've got this going, and there's still time to get in. So if you would want to do that, I will grab the link from wherever it is. I can't remember where it's at. I can grab it and drop the link right there, and then you can come on in and join us. And don't worry, since it's, that it's Tuesday, you still can catch up. It's pretty simple. I do daily videos on it, but I also just cover whatever I've already covered in the videos. So even if you miss the daily videos, it's not a big deal at all. You will be able to get in and work at your own pace. So, but I'm not seeing that. So anyway, I should have Ezra do this kind of stuff for me, but anyway. I don't know why I don't see this coupon. Very strange. All right, I'll see if I could grab the link later, and you can just see what I'm doing. So I've actually made a bunch of these, and this is the one that was in the advertisements. But I've made others that are similar. So this is the one that I shared, and this is the one I've been working on. As a matter of fact, I worked on this the other day. If you guys saw, I don't know if I worked on it last week's stream, but I worked on it the stream before the Tuesday, and I did some of these things, where I made, some of this stuff. And it was fun. But this is basically the journal, aside from the Gothic style paper and stuff. This is basically what you would make in the challenge. So there's that. But I'll show you some of my other junk journals just for fun. Other journals that I've made. As a matter of fact, why don't I just do a show and tell, since I don't really have anything planned. I can just go through and just kind of do a show and tell for a few minutes, and then I'm going to clean up all of my scraps and things, because this place is a mess, and I'll talk about like how I store stuff too. So when you make a junk journal, you can really make it out of anything. And I have a lot of different ones, a lot of different styles, a lot of different kinds of covers and pages and all kinds of stuff. So I'll show you a few things, and maybe you'll find a style that you like. And I really wish I could show you Ezra's, but it's really nice. It's probably the nicest journal I've made so far, but yeah. So I'll start with this one here. And this is one that I made for a summit recently. I don't know why this is on here. It doesn't match. I think it doesn't go to that. But at any rate, this is my, this is a tall junk journal. Just for full disclosure, I got this idea for this tall journal from a class that I took with Vintage Paper Company. And so I learned, I already knew how to make covers and all that stuff and how to cover them. But what I didn't know was how to create this actual feature. So let me actually make sure that we've got some decent focus and everything. So this zigzag stitch, is kind of tricky, but this is, I think, one of the first ones that I did, and then this is the one I did for a summit. But I really like these tall journals, and they're pretty versatile. You can really just you can put lined paper or just plain paper. Really good journal to have next to your phone or something like that. Next to your phone. Oh my gosh, I'm totally dating myself, because nobody has one stationary place for their phone anymore. Oh, I know. I know, Ezra. It is hard to figure out what to do with these, But if you just look at it like this is a, hang on, I'm going out of focus and it's bugging me. If you can figure out or look at it like this is a thing that I'm going to use to write in, you know, don't save it for a rainy day. Just use it, you know, just write stuff in it, you know. And what you can do if you want is you can just, you know, if you want to just use it for everyday things, what you can do is create a signature. Let me show you. Like this one. And just, you know, create like a stretchy, you know, band on the outside. This is just stretchy thread, and what you can do is, you know, you can make a signature that is removable. So if you don't want to, like, you know, change anything in here because you like all the decor and everything like that, you can make just really simple signatures like these. And then, you know, write your grocery lists or write notes or, you know, whatever it is. And you can still have this feel, you know, this junk journal-y feel, but you don't have to feel bad about, you know, messing up any of the pages or anything like that. And really, you could just use regular white paper, or you can use, this one has like lined paper with mandalas on it. You really can do anything that you want, you know. So use your junk journal for your everyday stuff. Things that you want to remember, photos, you know, put photos that you like a lot in there. And then the parts that, you know, you can use a lot of it for like keepsake sort of thing. And then after that, you can simply just, you know, add a removable signature into it, and then you don't feel like you've messed it up or anything like that. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, I didn't remember if I made the signatures removable, but you can like use them and then you know, remove those as you're done, you know, and just make better ones next time. Anyway, there's a lot of things you can do. So some of the things that I have made junk journals out of are greeting cards. This one happens to be one that I created. It was a Father's Day card, believe it or not. And I just had it left over in my box. And so I decided to use it as a cover because I didn't think I was ever gonna use it. So this is one of my earlier journals. This is a masterboard that I made. And if you don't know what masterboards are, I'll show you. They're really cool. I have a few. So what masterboards are just, you know, basically they're just collages that you make, and then you take copies of them or scan them, and then you can use them, you know, as your paper that you use to cover your journals, or, you know, in this case right here, I used it just to kind of, you know, to put on a page. And you don't have to decorate over it even, you know. So here's a few of the journals. The masterboards that I've made. I've made some simple ones. I've made big ones, small ones. This one I made with, you know, different inks and different like embossed papers and stuff like that. This one I made with actually fabric and ribbon. This ribbon keeps coming up, and pages and photos, and I actually put my name there. I don't love myself, haha. But anyways, this has like tissue paper, calico fabric, wrapping paper, all kinds of different stuff. And then this one is one that that I made with, you know, just an old photo from a book that I got from a thrift store, and, you know, ribbed. Excuse me for yawning so much. I tend to get up at like anywhere between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning, so by this time I'm kind of tired, but it's okay because I don't really do too much on these streams, just kind of chit-chat and do things I love, so it's not so bad. But anyway, this is like a tea-dyed fabric, like kind of, I think it's like a, maybe like a, you know, like a neck, goes around the neck kind of thing. What am I trying to say? Like a, anyway, it's like a hem, you know. And then this is also tea-dyed fabric. This is just some ribbon. This is a little bit of, you know, just fake plant material, you know, just different little things. I like these gears right here. These are cool. So basically, I would never use this for anything, but what I would do is make a copy of this, and then I can use it for, you know, the cover of something or a page in my junk journal. And then here is this one, and this one's real simple. And it's just, these are just old pages, or pages out of old songbooks that I got. I'm pretty sure I probably got them at a thrift store. If you don't want to tear your books up, you can just copy, you know, just make a really good copy of it, you know, on the highest quality. And then, you know, leave your pages in your book, but you still have stuff to rip up. I didn't really care, though. So, there's that. And then here's one that I made. And I call this one, like, Queen, Woman, something like that. So, it's just all around the topic of women. And, it says, like, right here, Matriarch, Woman, and Queen. And you know what is funny? You guys, this picture, I mean, not to get political or anything, but this picture looks like Marjorie Taylor Greene. So, and I did not mean to do that. Hold on, let me zoom in, or not zoom in, but look at, it's not her, but it looks like her. So anyways, I know it's stupid, huh? But anyhow, I just thought that was kind of a fun fact because I just looked at it. So anyway, like her or hate her, that's what it looks like on my masterboard. So there's that. That's what this is, a masterboard. So this is just a little tuck pocket. I love owls, so I put a little owl in there. And, you know, each page is a little bit different. You know, I mean, I used greens and pinks and browns and vintage and everything. So it all goes together, but some pages are a little brighter than others, and that's okay. So, you know, all these cute little tuck places. So, like, if you have tuck places, just tuck things in, like your phone numbers, you know, that you want to save, or, you know, if you have something like this and you have a small photo, just paste a photo onto here, you know. I mean, you really can do whatever you want with your junk journal. it's yours, so you can use it however you like. One of the things I do is I make cut files, like SVG files, and I like to play around with them and make them for, different reasons. And these two are some that I've made to use with a Cricut or Silhouette or something like that. And these ones are also like that. Looks like I glued that one in though. Maybe it was supposed to, I don't know. But anyway, that's what I've got for that. And then here's a couple others that are, this was a Christmas card image that I used for this. And then I started, doing this is a very early one. So it's a little bit different than what I normally do, and it's unfinished, but it's got some cool things in it. And then here's one. Ezra, you'll appreciate this. This one was made out of a Christmas card with Grandma Becky's writing. And I lost my mom in 13 years ago. So it just seems like, wow, that's a long time ago, but it doesn't feel that way. But I made this because I found it in my Keepsake stuff. And I wanted a way to remember it without it getting crushed, without the card getting crushed, everywhere. I mean, in the bottom of a drawer or something like that. So this is another that's kind of similar to the other one. So my early work. And, my mom liked kitties, so I know. Don't you love it? I want to finish it. I don't know if junk journals are ever finished, guys. Mine aren't. Here's one that I made out of a card that Ezra and my son Danny gave me. And it says, "I love the kind of mom you are." And I just added some pages into here, some things that I thought were pretty. And I haven't worked in it yet, but I wanted to make sure to get this card saved, in a way that I could come back to it and use it. So, I love it. So, anyway, and here's my signatures, but Ezra has goes by a different name, so I don't want to. We can cut that out, Ezzy, if that's a bad thing that I said that, but I just didn't want to be rude. This also is let's see. This is a different kind of junk journal. I made this cover. I know I never want to say the wrong things, but thank you for your being gracious. This is made out of, just some, probably like cereal box, a couple layers of cereal box, and the cover, what I covered the box with is tissue paper. It's just an orange tissue paper that I did, glitter, and I made it look a little bit weathered. And then this is actually spackle here. So I used a stencil and then added spackle to it. And so it looks really old, but then it also has the gold and stuff, and I really like it. So it's different than ones I usually do, but it's got a lot of sparkly and stuff like that. And so I started working in it a little bit, but I haven't done much. But here's the back. It has a little bit more of that stencil, and I got my corners and everything. I really like that a lot. So here's one that I made, and this one is my Ocean Vibes one, and it's pretty similar to the one I showed you before, but it's just actually, less wide than this one. But it's about the same idea, where I have the hinge spine there, and then I have, pockets and things. And I think all of these are pockets. And then I added I do have some signatures out of that same paper, or a paper that matches. Actually, I designed these papers. So I did not do the artwork, just so you know. Full disclosure, I didn't do this artwork, but what I did was I created, the lined papers. I put the art together and all that kind of stuff. And so, but here is, I always do these little flat pockets. They're like pop-out pockets. And then I add, this is one of the things I do because people say, I don't know what to use the junk journal for. I started putting these pockets in with a bunch of scraps so that whoever got this journal wouldn't feel bad about, about using it. Because I think that, people think it's like a piece of art, and it is, but it's also a labor of love, that people that make junk journals do it and want to give them away because they want the other person to have something pretty, to look at every day and to work in every day or write in every day. This is another one that I made a while ago, and this is an actual masterboard. And I don't think I ended up making, but just maybe a copy of it that I used in a different thing. But I wish I would have, because I really, really like this one. That was my first masterboard ever. And then all the signatures are actually sewn in with a pamphlet stitch. And I got all these weird ass pictures from like some old book that I had, and I don't know why, but these pictures are just like, kind of creepy. So everything kind of has an old vibe, although not this. This is probably like a DMV envelope or something, but those can be covered. And so I've got like, some oldish looking papers, some newish looking papers. I got kind of a cool variety. This one's super eclectic as far as like color goes and everything. I really like this one a lot. But I keep saying that. I really like this. I really like all of the junk journals that I make. So I really should choose one to write in every day, because as much as I say they're to write in, I don't do a lot of writing in them. This one is, it's a signature that I made, but it can just be a journal, like one you can just throw in your purse or something. And basically, it has a pocket on the front. And I didn't design any of these papers. These were just scrapbook papers that I had. And I think this was before, washi tape. And, just pictures. This is like a happy planner page. And envelopes, of course. I thought this picture was super cute. It's just a really happy picture. And then, I don't know what kind of paper that is. But you can use really any kind of paper in here. in these. And this is a tuck. You know, you could just tuck things into there. This is just a little, I don't know, it's kind of like a little signature. It has a little pocket. Oh, I see what it is. It's an envelope that I covered. And so there's more washi, and I added some little, washi tape isn't great for holding up, but that's okay. It's junk journal, right? So lady looks horrified that this man's kissing her. I don't know why, but it's funny. But anyhow, these are a lot of the things that I just put inside of junk journals. You know, you might like them that way, or you might like them a little more pristine. This one has fabric here. You know, but I sort of like the eclectic junky look I always have. I was had my house decorated like that whole country clutter way back when, and my poor husband didn't like it, and I'm sure my kids probably didn't think it was the greatest either, but anyway. So what I ended up doing with this one was I did the binding with some thin ribbon, and then I added some beads down here and a little owl. So anyway, I have a lot of things like that. This is not even all of them, but you know, but I did want to show one more. And this is actually something I took a class for. This one's really cool. I took this class with my friend Monique, and basically what this is it's an ephemera holder. And I made it with my Under the Sea paper, or not, it's not called Under the Sea, it's called Ocean Vibes, but it has this little Under the Sea. And basically, this is where I got some of the ideas for my junk journals, you know. And it's just really cool. It has, like, you know, these cool envelopes and stuff. I think this was something that I put here. But it's got like a whole bunch of different pockets, a whole bunch of different little embellishments that someone might use in their junk journal. And here's my favorite part here. It's this this stacked bunch of pockets, you know. So here's a pocket here, here's one here, and here, and here. And you just put it full of, you know, different embellishments that you can use. And this is like one of my favorite things that I've made. And then this over here has, you know, some more tags and just different things. So it's kind of a good gift item if you wanted to gift a junk journaler with something, and then they could try their hand at it. So anyway, that's what I got as far as that goes. And so I guess that's it. And now I'm going to start cleaning up. So anyway, and I'll tell you guys, you know, what I'm doing with different things and stuff. It just needs cleaned up, and so I hope you all hang out and stay with me, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what you're looking at is my catch-all for when I'm working on stuff. I tend to just throw it all in this basket. It's just a flat wicker type basket. And so everything gets piled like this. And part of the reason for this is because I'm fairly sure that I am ADHD, and actually, let me just say that it only takes me a few minutes to make an enormous mess while I'm crafting. So instead of, letting the enormous mess just sit, I instead, let me put that all the way out. I instead am using this as a catch-all. So the problem with this, while this is a great idea for me, the problem with this is that it gets really, really full, and then I have to figure out what am I going to do with all of this. And so I have a couple of different ideas of how to manage like little scraps and stuff. And I'll show you a little bit of that. And part of this is that I just really have a hard time throwing things away. And I don't know, it's a little bit embarrassing to say so, but it's the truth. And because I don't want to throw certain things away, I tend to try to like neatly store everything. So I always have like reasons to keep stuff like this. I mean, like little papers like that can be like belly bands and like bookmarks and stuff. This can be, tags or like little folders or something like that. These little pieces here, these long ones, can also be like tiny little belly bands and stuff. I mean, but obviously I can't keep everything, right? But I do try to keep things straight. So I have a couple of ideas for what I'm going to do with all of this paper. And I do already have a couple of things that I do. And this is one box that I have. And so it makes it a lot neater. Plus, I needed something to use this box for because it's just so cute. But this is paper that is, bigger than just like this. And so this one's pretty full, so I'm gonna just close it up and set it aside and start another one. So to me, it'll be better than having, just a whole pile of scraps everywhere. But instead, it will be neatly stored, and I can look through it. And maybe one of these days, I'll actually store it by color. I do have a system for larger pieces of paper, and but I don't think I'll talk about that today. But I do have like a big file with larger pieces of paper that aren't necessarily worthy of going into my big paper storage, like my full sheets of paper. Hold on. I keep trying to focus while I'm watching Twitch, but I think that's good right there. So, this is a jar that I use to put, all the skinny pieces and everything, so that when I'm junk journaling, I can look at this and I can see all the different colors that I can use. And it does get pretty full, but I won't feel too bad if I have to throw these ones away. But they can still serve as you know, strips of paper that I can use, you know, for embellishments and those kinds of things. So that one's pretty full, but I can still fit some in, so that's what I'm going to do. Especially with papers like this, like these, I don't know if you could see that this is like a sparkly paper. I really like that, and I don't want to throw that away, so I'll probably keep all those. Oh, there it is. I had something that I was wondering where that was. So things like this can actually be used as a like a picture frame or something, you know, like if I have a little picture, let me see if I got one. If I have a little picture, you know, this needs to actually be a little bit bigger picture, but you know, I can put a picture behind it after I trim all this weird stuff off. Here, let me see if I can get that out of there. But I mean, these are just, you know, I mean, we use frames, right? So these can be used as frames. They're not just the excess of the embellishments that I cut out. So I can keep this whole thing together, or I can, you know, take off parts of it or whatever. But I think I will keep this together. And this is my Misfit Crafter Menagerie page. Oh, look. So cute. Look at all those stars and everything. I'm going to set this aside, but I'm going to keep the stars in there because, heck, maybe I'll use those in a journal sometime. But for now, let's see, how can I do this? Maybe we'll just sacrifice this little one so that I can put this in here, I guess. And so I can start filling this up with pieces that can fit in here. And then add all the little scrappy pieces somewhere else, and then I'm stuck just throwing away, you know, just small pieces. This might seem really tedious and everything, and if it is, do not do this because, you know, there's no paper police that are coming to your house if you don't, you know, this doesn't mean anything about you if you don't want to do this, honestly. It's just one way for me to help me feel like, you know, I'm somehow doing my part in this world, even though, you know, we have like, you know, we take out the trash, you know, 3 and 4 times a week. So there is that, but whatever. I don't know. All right, so there's that. And then now I've got, you know, just pieces of paper that are here, and I'll just store all these, you know, just the regular pieces of paper with all of my other full pages, and then look through those when I'm looking for something specific. And then I have all these other little pieces that I'm doing something else with. This actually goes with something. by saving these, especially the ones that I print myself, the ones I design and print, by saving those, I feel like I'm not wasting my ink so much too. Because, I don't know. I don't like to waste my ink. There's a couple more little frames. And the more that you do this, the more you'll be able to see things and how they can be used. You know, they're not just a piece of scrap. You know, they're a belly band or they're something else. This one needs to go into a different... Oh yeah, this goes in my other file, I forgot. So that other file, I know I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but that other file, what that is it's kind of like a bunch of hanging folders, you know, as if I was filing my... you know, house paperwork or something at work or whatever, but what it is just, you know, scraps of paper. You know, this size around, you know. So now that you guys know that I'm completely weird, yeah. But I don't care. I don't care about that. It makes me feel good. Some of it, do you see how the hesitation that I'm having a hard time, like, you know, throwing away pieces? Am I a hoarder? I don't know. I might be. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up doing a video on how I store, like, things like, let's see, cardboard, food boxes that I use for junk journal covers and things and stuff like that, because that's kind of a thing that I really like to do, is make things out of cardboard. And I've actually made things like little doll houses, not big ones, but little ones. But, I mean, have you guys ever seen where people make stuff like a big, you know, psycho house or something? I'm dying to do that. I'm dying to make the psycho house out of cardboard, out of my Amazon boxes. And, yeah. Is that something you guys would want to see? I know this is, we're about junk journaling around here, but man, maybe I might do something like that. But I do already have a dollhouse, and I love my dollhouse. But what's happening over there is that, yeah, for sure. I mean, you just get used to, you know, a medium, and then you never see it the same way again, you know. So that's kind of where I'm at with cardboard and stuff. Ooh, some of these are from my Gothic Elegance set. I do not have it anywhere for sale, but it's 54 pages of, you know, just shabby Gothic designs. Really cool stuff. This is just the brown and off-white version, but there's also like black and gray and, you know, all kinds of different variations in color. These same designs. I think there's like 14 designs, and like 4 different color schemes or something like that. And I just haven't had a chance to get them into my shop yet. But if that's something that you think you're interested in, you can hit me up and we can get Ezra to put that in the shop soon. So that's a whole sheet, and these are cardstock, so I'll just store these in my cardstock, and next time I need something these colors, I will have it. Actually, that goes there. Here's my ADHD at work, guys. I made this spider web cut file a long time ago, and this is was the inverse of the actual cut file, and I keep looking at it going, I know I can use that for something, but it's actually been here for probably a year on this thing, so there you have it. If I don't have my eyes on it every day, it just doesn't exist, you know? It's just how it is for me. These are some of the items from my Dragonfly Folio. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but it's really cool. More Gothic Elegance papers. And so some of these things that I've made, I'm going to put inside of my storage. This is part of how I store things. And I have these whole big, I don't know. This is a big photo container that has a whole bunch of these. And so I just sort of, you know, if I made it, I printed it or whatever, this is my embellishment that I made. I put these in here. I'll put stickers or embellishments made by, you know, someone else in a different one. I just kind of have everything, you know, put away the way it makes sense to me. Sounds like your fridge. Yeah. I mean, since I don't have kids at home anymore, my fridge is pretty empty, really, because Todd and I really don't eat a lot of different kinds of foods. We're pretty simple. This is my Dragonfly Folio, the beginning of one, and I was just experimenting with it, you know, opening this way this way, this way. Anyway, something I'm working on. I'm getting down to the bottom of this, guys, and if I do get down to the bottom of this, guess what? I'm going to work on something. I'm not sure what. If anyone has any suggestions, you can go ahead and tell me. But if not, I'm just going to do my thing. Okay. Oh, these are from my love notes. It's a different... Let's see. Okay, that's trash. And all these are like tea and coffee dyed papers that I made. And so this is something I use. This doily is something I use in my Masterboards. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put it, actually I'm going to put it where my stencils go. So very little of that is trash, which is delightful for me. And I think I'm going to use this box for cardboard pieces. Please don't ask me what I'll make out of these, because I don't know. And then you'll get me thinking about, you know, that I'll have to make something out of it. But I'm not going to save it. I'm just going to throw it away. I don't have space for everything. So this will be my cardboard pieces, because I use a lot of those for different things like, I don't know, spines on books and things like that. And so these are some other papers. So all those will go over there, and it looks like I am finished with this. Put some things away and then put it. I think I need to go get a trash bag really quick and some more tea. So go grab something to drink, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I am thinking about what I want to make. I'm not sure what that's going to be just yet. But I mean, I kind of have this time just to mess around. And I also got a clean space, guys, which is super cool. I mean, it's relatively clean, honestly. It's not the best, but it's okay. All right, let's see. Let me look at some of the stuff that I have. So, I think I'll work on signatures. And I think what I want to do is just, I have a lot of half-finished projects, and so I want to kind of work on some of those. And this is a signature I put together, just made out of all kinds of scrappy pieces of paper. And this is actually one of those really good kind that you can, you know, if you're old-fashioned or old or anything like that, you can set it by your phone and take notes on it if that's a thing for you. But if it's not, you can use it for different things. This didn't work. I wonder if this is too thick for these staples. This might need to be sewn together. Instead, let's see. It sort of worked. A friend of mine uses things like this to make covers. So this is too small, I think, for this, but you know what I was thinking of that are kind of on their way out are some of these. Some of them aren't sticky anymore, really, and they're kind of gross. So I was thinking maybe of using, yeah, this one's not too good. I was thinking about maybe cutting these up and using them as covers. And it won't really matter. This is already like somewhat sticky. It's not really sticky enough, but I think I'll, oops, that's not a ruler. I think I'll cut this a bit and play around with it. So this is actually, let's see, 9 by 6. What if I just cut out like a 9 by 6 of this? can't remember how my friend did that with these bubble envelopes, but they covered it with all kinds of different things, and it made it more, it made it stiffer, and it also made it less noisy. So I don't think I can. I wonder if I could score this and it would. Wonder. Well, that doesn't work. Let's try this. Let me see if this will work. So to score with a blade, you just wouldn't press down quite as hard. You just drag it across, not all the way through, and it scored it pretty nicely, actually. So I probably should have scored it on the other side, but that's okay. So maybe what I'll do is use that as the outside, and this will kind of be the inside. I don't know. I don't know why. But I just love the idea of using things like this for a cover. I mean, this could actually really be a standalone cover, honestly. And you can just cover it on this side, on the sticky side, with something. I suppose I'm just trying to find an excuse to use this, though. So let's go ahead and go with it. And I'm going to use some art glitter glue on this side. See what can happen. It's obviously not necessary to have this inside, but I'm going to make it kind of like a soft inside, I suppose. But I need to cut some of this down a little bit. And again, I have some little scraps that could probably, work as something. Maybe if I need something a little bit stronger than paper, that would be good. And I think I'll just do this. If you guys are interested in using, stuff you would regularly throw away for, to make your junk journals, let me recommend Natasha at Treasure Books. She is amazing and always has the greatest ideas for that sort of thing. This is actually pretty cute. So, this is a signature that I made a while ago, and it's very similar to this one. I just took scraps and, put them all together. So I suppose what I can do with this is, if I just make a regular cover out of this, then I can use elastic to make a removable junk journal cover. So let me just work on this then. Let me see if I have some paper. Some cardstock that would look nice as the cover of this. All these are like mess ups, you know, printing mess ups, and so I just like to keep them anyway. I don't know why this is here. Oh, this is regular paper. Some of these are not printing mess ups. Some of them are just, you know, things that I have. These are from my love letters. And this is one of my masterboards right here. And Gothic Elegance. I don't know, some of these are just regular pieces of paper though. I don't know why they're here. And this is another masterboard that I did. I really like this one. And this one I just layered like one of my masterboards on top of a piece of cardstock and a doily. And it kind of gave me that cool look. I like that. But I like everything I make. What would that be like if I didn't? Oh, I'm making this, but I just hate it. Ooh, this would be kind of a cool cover, don't you think so? Maybe this would be something I'd want to use. I think this one I printed it on the wrong side, so I'll pick the more vibrant one. This is also a print that I made, and it was on the cardboard. You know, that was on the bottom of a stack of paper. So that was, I don't know, I guess that got into the printer somehow. Kind of funny. More love letters stuff. And these are from my fairies. I forget what they're called. Letters from Fairies. But I keep wanting to say, and I gotta say that when I was designing Letters from Fairies, that song, Fairies Wear Boots, was in my mind like the whole time. And I couldn't think of anything else. Every time I opened it up, I was like singing it in my mind. So, anyway, that was interesting. Sort of. Not really, but y'all know what I mean about getting a song in your mind. It's just like an earworm, I guess they call that. Okay, so I pulled a few things out that I could perhaps use as a cover or on the cover. And I think for one thing, I am probably going to use her on the front, and then maybe, let's see. This is like so sticky and weird. All right. That looks pretty good. So instead of, I should probably erase that actually. That is probably not a good idea that I did this. I should have done it on the other side. Let's see. Okay, that's probably better. this off here. And I'm thinking maybe I could use, you know, this for the back, something like that. Alternatively, I might be able to... Oh, no, that looks weird. I mean, I guess if I cover... Yeah, maybe I could do that. Maybe that would be okay. We're going to go with it. Just cover her hand. That would be weird if there was a weird hand back here. Okay. So now, oh, that actually might not work at all, huh? I hadn't thought of that. All right, let's set this aside, and then we will see if we can pull this off of here. Well, I guess not. All right, so I think I will want to maybe hi, Loki. Oh. Ezra says hi, Loki. Please don't get your fur in my tea. Loki's the office cat, or the studio cat, I guess I should say. All right, so, oops. Oh, please stop doing this. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm going to all right, and the cover will be like this. So I'm going to pick this up and just reinforce it a little bit more. All right, so this is what I have so far, and now I am going to use my cutting tool, or my ruler tool, to mark where I want to cut around this. And this tool is by my friend Monique, Misfit Crafter, and it is called the Book Cover Ultimate Guide Tool. And I've been using it probably for, I don't know how long. Maybe like, not a year yet, but I'm fairly sure I'll be using it for years to come. And this is my second one, this purple and black one. And I really love it because it just makes making covers pretty much foolproof for me, where I used to have a lot of trouble with them. And so I'm really grateful for this tool. for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and make that crease. Oh, I did it backward, didn't I? That's very sad. I'm sad about that. Can it just be like a manga? without the artwork in it? Anyways. It's okay though, because honestly this is just going to be something that I'm gonna write in. And anytime I make a mistake on something like this, it can always be, you know, fixed in a different way. It's not that big of a deal, and I'm not going to stress out. Because this is plastic, it's going to need to be clamped down for a bit. Hey, how you doing? Speak of the devil. Not that you're a devil, Monique, but I was just talking about you. I don't know where the rest of my clips are. Let me go see if I can find those. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Scale? I keep seeing you go online, and every time I do, I'm not at my desk. Oh, you're fine. Well, sometimes. You're funny, Monique. What's everybody working on right now? Oh, I bet you that's really helpful. I know that having the right camera setup, I mean, I'm still working on mine. I've been working on it for like 2 years. And it's just nice when you can get it just the way that you need it. Yeah. Is it an overhead now? Do you have it overhead now? Oh no. So did you end up emailing Monique? That's a bummer. I'm so sorry that happened. Ah, cool. You'll like that a lot. I tried so many things. What I really needed to do was to hire a person, but you know how that is. So, anyway, So here is my backward cover, right? So the front doesn't look too bad though. So I can actually do something with this. Oh no, Monique, that's awful. What a bummer. Right, and here's a couple little scraps too. It's looking pretty good though, yeah? Looks pretty cool. I think this paper is gonna have to go away. It's sticky stuff on it. That's not good. I seriously just need somebody to come in and say, don't touch anything. I have it set up perfectly. And then that would probably be, you know, maybe foolproof. Oh well. Okay, so that's pretty cool so far. Now I need something inside, and I think what I'm going to do is use something like this. So I think I'll mark it a little, well, I guess it'll be outside of, it'll be bigger than what I need, so it's probably fine this time. I don't know what's wrong with people. They always want to eat, you know? Actually, it's probably time for me to eat something. But that's okay. I'm here for another, I don't know, 26 minutes. All right. This would be cool for the inside, but I do need to cut it down a little bit. Maybe on this side some. Kind of even that out. Yeah, it is early for dinner. I haven't eaten lunch or anything, but I mean, not or anything. It's not like I haven't eaten anything all day, but I just haven't eaten since, I don't know, probably before my challenge thing that I did today, the live stream. What's everybody having for dinner? I need some ideas. Where is that? Phone folder. Ah, here you are. You know what? I so wish that I didn't have that mishap that I had. I don't know if I told you guys about it, but I ordered food from Grubhub and from Chipotle and for my birthday. my birthday? No, not my birthday, Mother's Day. And one of my kids gave me some Grubhub money. And when we got our food, I opened the box and a bunch of flies came flying out. And now I'm really put off by, food made elsewhere. And that's really weird for me because I'm like a total fast food queen. Oh, see, you guys always eat like fancy stuff, Ezzy. And I mean, it does help that I know. Isn't that so disgusting? Oh, really? Yeah, well, I don't know what happened. I don't know because the other people that got food, there wasn't flies or anything in theirs, so I have no idea how this could have even happened. Oh, okay. I like HelloFresh. I might start ordering from them again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. I know. Well, I mean, I guess I don't fancy. I guess to me, HelloFresh is pretty fancy. Because I'm not really, you know me. I didn't start tasting the food until you told me to. Ezra. And that was just a few years ago, so. But anyway, this looks pretty cool. What do you think? Now I just need to do something with the cover. The problem with doing it this way is that sometimes this comes up, and I don't love that, but that's what clips are for. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it was Chipotle or I can't imagine how flies could get in just one of the boxes, Oh, I know. Vons is super expensive. Not surprisingly, we don't have a Vons out here. So, I mean, I don't know. I used to love to shop at Vons Pavilions, though, a long time ago. I thought that was the coolest store as far as, like, grocery stores go. I mean, not really the coolest, but you know what I mean. I love this. Cute little fairy. But yeah, that was really gnarly, and now every time I think about like ordering in, I can't. And it's so sad because that means I have to always cook. And I don't know, I guess I'm getting used to it now, but I mean, I used to always cook. I used to bake everything from scratch, remember, Ezra? But I'm just not so much motivated to do that anymore. But now I'm starting to feel a little more motivated, I guess. Because, yeah. That was a radical experience. And no, I didn't eat it. And I did get my money back. So that was good. But, yeah. And it ruined my Mother's Day. No, I'm kidding. It didn't. It was fine. Actually, my son ordered again. But he ordered from, he ordered a smoothie. He ordered smoothies from, and that was like so good. And I was okay with that. So, but yeah, man, you guys. So sadly, I don't know. So there's my cover that I made out of an old Cricut mat that was not sticking anymore. And I think I'll just go ahead and add some of this. And let me grab some beads. Ezra, look, I still have all your beads and then some. Oh, yeah. Yeah, big batches. I'm freezing. I need to do that because you know what? I forget now. I think I'm just in the habit of like, thinking that we're going to eat leftovers, but we don't. I do for lunch and stuff, but and Dad will eat them, but I don't know. I don't know that we eat, the same thing anymore. I often don't eat the same thing as he does, and all right. So I'm just gonna do this. Oh yeah, I actually really like family dinners. We sort of do that right now with my son because he comes over and like does his laundry, which I love because that means I get to see him. And yeah, so we together every week and play Fortnite or watch Attack on Titan or something fun. And yeah, that's pretty much. Oh, leftovers sound weird. Well, I think that I like leftovers, but if I make something different for Dad or whatever, that's fine. But if I make something for both of us, then sometimes they just kind of fall by the wayside. So I don't know. Wonder what I should do as far as beads go. I mean, obviously it should probably be blue, but I'm over here looking at the blue going, I don't know. For one thing, I don't really know what's going to actually fit inside of these tiny little holes, so. Oh, check it out. It worked. All right, let's try another one. So I still don't know what I'm going to have for dinner. Sometimes I'd like to just, order pizza, which is one of my favorites. But I don't eat bread anymore, and that makes it sad. I actually order sometimes like a crustless pizza, but do you know that they charge me a lot of money for that, like a regular, you know, so I don't know. None of it makes sense anymore. None of it makes sense. Yeah, I know. I mean, we probably have always had that too, right, Ezra? Neurodivergent, you know, pickiness, and yeah, you know what? I just discovered again, cauliflower pizza crust. So I bought some pizza from Costco with that. So I'm hoping that ends up being good. I had one the other day of a different brand, and that one was okay. Not the best, but all right. Yeah, I think we've always had, in our family, like, you know, the neurodivergent pickiness. I know that my son always wanted to eat things like macaroni and cheese, hot dogs, you know, stuff that we would think was like comfort food. Well, I would anyways. My grandson is also like that with different foods, you know, specific foods. Well, that's because you guys worked in a restaurant too. So, I mean, I had a little trouble with that myself, paring down how much I was cooking, how much food I was cooking. And so, well, that's a bummer. Oh, well. Well, I don't like that. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I remember you ate with us very little, Ezra, and you never had any problem cooking for yourself. And that was an okay exchange for me, you know? But, yeah. Oh man, this one keeps falling off, darn it. All right. I wonder why. Oh, really? I mean, I like healthy food, but I also like junky food. So, I don't know. I guess I try to find, like, you know, healthy versions of junky food. But, anyway. Mostly what I like is if I can just go into the refrigerator and get it. And it doesn't take more than like a couple of minutes to make. I'm just not that into cooking anymore. But yeah, I used to cook everything. I used to make my own wine, my own kombucha, my own everything. It's crazy. This is not working right here. I'm having some trouble with this one, so I think I'm just going to cut it shorter. Oh, because if you over salt and over butter, then, you know, then the restaurant is an amazing restaurant. Amazing food. I don't think you would. So there's a way to make it. I was thinking about starting to make it again too, because it really is so good. You know, I don't like the kind out of the bottle because that kind tastes too vinegary, but mine tastes so delicious, especially if you make it cute. I think I want this on the inside though. Especially if you make it with, like, you use something like, you know, strawberry, like fresh strawberries, or, you know, you put like a raisin in it or whatever to sweeten it a little bit. Remember I used to make that strawberry syrup, Ezra? Out of like strawberry tops. So good. So that's pretty cute. Pretty simple. You would have to, I mean, maybe where you live, you know, you might have to worry about whether or not it might turn fast, but I think all that would really happen would be that it would just get finished fast. Like, you know, so like instead of it taking a week, you know, it might take you like 2 days if it's hot in your house. That was always how it was here. Like in the winter time, sometimes it would take so long it would actually mold because, you know, it couldn't turn fast enough. You made kombucha for lemon bars? Tell me about that. I'm curious. Okay, now to figure out what to do for the front. But I'm really liking how this is turning out. Super cute. Oh, strawberry syrup. Oh yeah, the strawberry syrup is so good. It's the best. Maybe not. All right, I think I could probably put these beads away. Well, I still don't know what I'm going to do for the cover here. Maybe I'll just make it simple. Yeah, I'll just do this. I think that's really cute. Okay, so all made out of paper that I made and trash, and there you go. I like it. Even though I made it backward. This should have been the cover. I'm kind of bummed that it wasn't that way, but that's okay. It's kind of cool that it's also that it's on the back. But it would have been cooler on the front, you guys. But anyways, there we go. And now I can just have something at my desk that I can just write in. And when I am finished using up all this, then all I have to do is just change the signature. So, all right, guys, thanks for being here. I am happy that you came and spent some time with me. I'll be here next week again. Sometimes I pop on in between. If you are interested in being part of the challenge that I am running, we're making a mini journal, and we've gotten this far, but don't worry, if you want to join, you can. I don't know if I can add anything to the chat after. I can't, huh, Ezra? I probably need to figure out that link. But at any rate, can people message me here? I don't know. Anyways, no? Okay. All right, well, if you would like to learn more about the challenge that I'm running, you can email me at christy@createahandmadeholiday.com, and I can hook you up. And here it is, the email. So I will be here again next week, and I'll be a little more focused on a project, and then in the first 15 minutes, and then the rest of the time that I'm here, I'm just working on whatever, and you can work along with me. And do we have any information, Ezra, on what we were talking about before? If not, we could do it next week or whatever. You said Wednesday though, right? Sorry. I forgot. Okay, so I think that is it. Oh, yeah, I will. For sure. Monique, I'll be there. All right, cool. So we'll have something to announce probably next week. And so come back and I will share that with you. So thanks for being here. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.